Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Tampa Bay Rays.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball. His speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base path is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Jacoby Ellsbury will head for the box now as we're just about set to get underway in Game 1 of this AL Division Series. And Steve, after that wild card win, what's the mindset here going forward?
Well, once you come out of a stressful game like that, I think you got to build on that success and say, we've got to keep this thing going. You can't just be happy to be here, or else, I think you get buried.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out.
And here you go one more time. Let's slow this down and watch it again from short right field. Look at how he spins, loses sight of his target at first base, but he lets it go anyway, and he throws a perfect strike to get his man.
Alex Rodriguez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he'll challenge A-Rod with the fastball and gets it by him. 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Greg Bird will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because he has big-time power.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the ever-dangerous Carlos Beltran. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready on 1-2. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Kiermaier. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is in the scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double. Jay Bruce will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Starlin Castro is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. First offering on its way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Tap fouled at home plate. Down the third baseline. Longoria's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Yeah, they started him off with back-to-back fastballs, and then once he had that pitch time, they turned things over to the changeup, and he was just all out of whack there.
Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. Into the seats, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing, off balance, the better.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Hit hard towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Striding into the box, Brett Gardner. He got a... Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Pitches a called strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. The Yanks held in check. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Brett Gardner will step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And it's quickly 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey? That's 7 strikeouts already. and he's made it look easy so far.
So the leadoff man gone here, and they'll face A-Rod with the bases empty. And a high strike there, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ballgame. These guys have really had a hard time figuring him out.
Standing in now, Greg Bird, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Brian McCann will stand in to lead things off here. His guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
On the ground near home, Conger scoops it up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Carlos Beltran is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is. He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Jay Bruce is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Starlin Castro will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first-pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Well, that might be a case where he was crossed up behind the plate. But fortunately for them, there's already 2 outs, so that extra 90 feet probably doesn't mean a whole lot.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Didi Gregorius makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Now the 0-2 pitch. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Ready with the 0-2. Scorched to third. Longoria's there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
How about it? The center fielder.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. It's true that Ellsbury has had great individual success in this game, but his teams have done really well for the most part, too.
Yeah, that's a good point because he won 2 World Series rings with the Red Sox, and he's been on some fairly successful Yankee ball clubs as well.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Brett Gardner will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here. But the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Alex Rodriguez will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away. Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Greg Bird is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Brian McCann.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Leading off the inning, Carlos Beltran, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Called strike 0-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Jay Bruce steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Starlin Castro is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Jennings is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here, another 0.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And he is in there. Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in now, and he'll do so. Reprise and the 0-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Still down 3-0. Brett Gardner will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth. To shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Alex Rupp struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Greg Bird will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away, and he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have taken their first step as they claim game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it for EK.